It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. And today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites and online stores, the marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and all websites are optimized for mobile. And it's so simple. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOT to save 10% off your first purchase. Let's start the show. Wax is here.
Yo.
Herman in the flesh, young Herman.
I gotta tell you about my name, bro. Damn.
Young Herman.
Young Herman.
He been doing a lot of stuff like this lately. Just like,
What are you
blurt
talking
out
about,
stuff.
man?
Stop blurting stuff out.
Listen, that's not right. We got to stop doing this. They be making things. You know what it is? People be projecting things on folks that I don't even be thinking about.
Yeah.
For example.
I'm not even saying.
It's not good to say, but you could say it. You could talk around it.
What?
He just says things and not realize who the person is.
Huh?
All right, so
I'll give you an example.
Yeah. I'm confused.
We at the TV studio the other day. A woman walks up the stairs.
you gonna hit me.
She's out of breath. Right?
Big woman?
What do you think Wax says?
I don't know.
Yo, you need to start working out. Yo, the stairs will kill you.
No. I said, those stairs get everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all got to get it in. But I just didn't realize who you be talking to when
What you
say
mean?
Because I'm just like a wide range. I think everybody should get the same advice.
Wow, why I got to be a wide range in regards to that person coming up the stairs? But no, that's the truth though. I don't be meaning it either. I just be talking the way I mean it is not how other people are perceiving it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why, man, I just rather be quiet nowadays.
be
Every
quiet.
time I say something,
It costs you.
they don't call me. It just gets misconstrued.
You
It's
know,
just like,
you know what? It's
shit.
almost like, oh my God, you look so good. How many months are you?
Whoa,
And she's not pregnant.
that's
that's
just
a
crazy.
big one.
That's insane.
That's a
insane.
very,
She's
very
like, I'm not
big-
pregnant.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just don't say it.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, you just don't say it, especially with the pregnancy shit. Like that's happened to me on a couple shows where like I basically was like, yo, I'm going to ask you something and the show is going to go one or two ways after I ask you this question.
Yeah.
And are you pregnant? And then thank God the girls have been pregnant. But if not,
Yeah.
like how do you recover for that?
You know the one that gets me a lot now, especially in New York? Peace King.
And then if
Peace King.
As a woman.
It'd be a woman from Harlem. It'd be a
Oh.
lesbian from Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
Lord,
what's
have
funny?
mercy.
You said, what's good, brethren, to a woman.
you can say that.
I didn't
You
know.
can't say the
I'm just-
brethren.
I'm not
You
even
can't
paying.
call a woman brethren.
You just got to be like, yo, what's up, they?
Maybe.
I think that's
That might be the new thing.
I think they is just safe.
But I don't even know if it's a sexuality identity thing. It's just that, yo, sometimes the Timbs and the jeans and the hoodie and the hat low, you be like,
Oh, it's going down now. It's about to get cold.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
ain't gonna know what's
You
up.
don't even mean nothing by it. Like, yo, peace, King, peace. You just, you know what I
But
mean?
nah, that's what they know what they're doing, right? Like
Nah, I don't think they do.
if you put on a
got
wetsuit,
to.
motherfuckers think you're going swimming. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
peace, swimmer.
yeah,
My-
like it's not
My
crazy.
swimmer,
like,
my swimmer.
if you you just see a dude in the wetsuit, you're assuming he's going in the water, right?
Yeah.
I'm not assuming nothing no more. That's the
You
problem.
can't.
That's
I
what-
like assuming, bro.
No.
I'm all about assuming. I
No.
enjoy assuming.
You know what? You know what the best part about assuming? When you know you're wrong. Because you don't want to be right. It happened to me last night.
What happened?
When this comes out, it'll be 2 nights ago. I'm picking up my daughter from cheerleading. It's nighttime. It's 9 o'clock. It's a dude in the parking lot I ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? White dude. Looks a little Capitol Riot-ish. Just a tad bit. You know what I mean? So I'm just paying attention. Like, let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's acting strange. Like, because it's 9 o'clock at night. The rest of us are sitting in the car.
Yes.
Why are you just out in the parking lot, bro? You're not smoking a cigarette. And he's kind of pacing and he's looking down at his phone.
Yeah.
And then I see him go to his car. My window's tinted, so I can eye the whole thing. So I'm watching him. He goes in the car, I see him reaching. I'm like, all right, what the fuck you reaching for? You know what I mean? But he pulls out a water. He drinks the water, right?
Yeah.
He puts it back.
Good
And,
point,
and,
though.
and, and my mind goes to 3 different things. Shooter,
Taking kids.
sex trafficker.
Yeah.
That's where my mind went,
Yeah.
right?
I do too.
And then I'm just like, just a guy that, maybe homeless, that just wandering, lost his way, right? But he got a car. So I'm like, okay, he went in the car.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it that far out of the realm of possibility that he's just an active father?
That's exactly what he was. That's exactly what he was. That's what I was getting at. That's exactly what he was. Like exactly what he was. And guess
just
what?
couldn't believe
That's
there's a
exactly what
dad
he was.
that wants to be there for their kid.
And by the way, I might look suspicious to him.
Yeah.
I probably look suspicious as shit.
Yeah.
Especially being probably like one of the only black guys there. You know what I mean? Like, what is he doing here?
Yeah.
And then and immediately his daughter was the first daughter that came out. And she opened the door, saw him, and it was like a commercial, like, Dad! You know, he's like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's his visitation time. And she was too happy to see her dad. If she sees him all the time. You know, I'm like, and the way he was out the car waiting on her.
Wait to see her, yeah.
And I felt, but it was a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And then it was immediate guilt.
Because you judged that person.
I judged that person.
You do people how
You're
people do
racist,
me.
bro.
All right, I'm assuming.
That's racism.
You know what happens in front of your house?
Negative assumptions based on race.
It's something to that. It's something to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I wouldn't call it racism. Some type of bigotry. Is it bigotry? I don't know if it's racism or bigotry. It's profiling.
You profile us whites.
I profiled
You
What-
profile
was
us
your,
whites.
Huh?
What was your neighbor racist? The one that called the cops on me?
Definitely. But then I don't know, because then me and him had great conversation. I can understand him calling the cops on you.
Well, you guys have a lot in common. You guys see things and immediately assume that.
No,
they're
I can
suspicious.
understand. Even though
That's what I'm saying.
I was mad at dude, and he shouldn't have assumed like that. But he never seen something like Wax in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like Wax ain't normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see somebody like Wax broad daylight taking license plates off of Mercedes Benz. Maybe best to
Is
assume.
that what you were doing?
Literally. It's changing my plates. I just got them from the DMV.
Yeah, you look crazy
You
doing
look
that.
very suspicious.
You look absolutely
suspicious.
crazy
Very
doing
suspicious. Very suspicious. But what I didn't like was
Thank you.
when the guy came was when they put Wax in handcuffs. When the guy came out the house, he was like, "I knew it. What did he have? A gun? Drugs?"
Yeah, he was on
It's
me.
like, and the cop was
came
like,
to the
"No,
cop
this is a
car.
warrant. Get out of
License
here."
plates. Oh.
But you
Parking
know-
tickets.
But you know what's really crazy? The cop looked me out and because I had herbs on me. He just grabbed it and just like crushed it up. And I got like, damn, you had to crush it up. Just lay it there. And he was like, word. And I was like, take me.
And he was out. You know what I mean? He was out about an hour.
Yeah, right out.
It was like they let us right out. We made it to where we was going.
Yeah, we still had a venue to
Oh,
go do
really?
that
Oh
night.
yeah. But me and my neighbor had a cold war for months.
Really?
Oh, staring at each other in the backyard.
Really?
And my wife and the neighbor was cool, and my daughter was cool with his daughter.
But just you and him.
Nope.
So then how'd you break that?
Radio. Because somehow or another he found out I was in radio, and he was looking one day and he goes, "Hey man, just want to apologize, for, what happened, a couple months ago, whatever." And then he was like, "Do you know Jim Kerr?" I was like,
Oh my
"Yeah, I know
God.
Jim Kerr. I see Jim Kerr every morning. Man, I love Jim Kerr. Jim Kerr is a morning show guy on Q104. So I literally see Jim Kerr every day of my life for
Every
damn near the
morning.
past 11 years.
Yeah.
literally.
And he just was a big fan of Jim Kerr. And it was like, that's how we ended up.
And that's
Getting
good of
cool.
you to accept his apology.
What I'm gonna do? I have no problem. Listen, I'm the type of person, I have no problem apologizing. I have no problem accepting your apology. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I always, and I'm really much better at that now than I was. I try to see things from the other person's perspective. Because I don't think things are malicious sometimes. I don't think he was being malicious by calling the cops on Wax.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't understand is that could have turned into a violent situation.
Yeah.
Just because of how cops react to black people.
And
You know what I mean?
I'm always dirty. Especially
Definitely
around that
always
time.
dirty.
Yeah.
Definitely always dirty.
And
Definitely
I
always
was
dirty.
dirty. He looked me out. I was like, good looking. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely all dirty.
I mean, and
Yeah.
you were doing something that was absolutely crazy to do.
Not really.
Yeah.
In his house.
I get it though.
Who changes their own license plate at their friend's house? Hey, I'm coming over to do what? Change my license plate.
I just came from the DMV.
Doesn't matter where you came from.
I had to get the paper tag off my shit. I had to
It
fucking
looks
switch it.
crazy.
Thank you, Andrew.
Admit it looks
Oh,
crazy.
I get it, I get
okay,
it.
if you did it, and what if you changed your license plate?
I make everyone comfortable.
Yeah.
Be honest.
That'd be the
I walk in a room, everyone's comfortable.
If I walk in a room,
Until I start speaking. And then shit gets
They're like,
uncomfortable
"Ah."
real quick.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about Wax though, a lot of these guys just be wanting to feel on Wax.
Really?
Yeah,
They'll be,
yeah.
oh, you're big.
Absolutely. Yeah,
They
yeah.
use that
yeah,
excuse.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen
what
it.
you do to work
I've
out? They
seen
just,
it.
why can't we do that with women?
I've seen it. I've seen it. Remember those times those cops stopped us
Yo,
in
that's
Hackensack?
fucked up.
They stopped us in Hackensack
Yeah.
and they searched us
That whole week that was all fucked. That whole week. As soon as I got the Benz out here, I bought the Benz out. He just kept getting locked
why
up.
is it okay to touch a dude
No,
and
it's
like
wild.
compliment them?
I seen a cop grab Wax. He was behind Wax
Yo,
and reached
yo.
around and was like, "What's this?"
Yo.
And Wax was like, "What you mean? What's that? You know what that?" He
No,
Wax,
stop it.
He went like,
Stop
this
it.
is my blade, and he took it. Did he ain't take it?
Whoa, I don't know. Tell me how you get out the ticket.
Yeah, you guys so crazy.
Damn. Did he take it or you gave it to him? Did you take it or you gave it to him? Did he take it or you gave it to him?
He took my shit and gave you yours back.
What you mean?
We both had something on us, and he gave you your shit
No, he
back.
didn't give me mine back. He kept it.
He kept yours?
Yes, he was like, "Yo, these are nice."
No, he gave you mine back and said, you do need
That's
this.
right, because he was like, "Why you got this knife?" And Wax said, "Because
I said, look at me.
Yeah, nobody's coming at me for a fair fight.
That's right. And he said, "No." Wax said, "I can't carry a gun." He's like, "It's illegal in Jersey to carry a gun, so I got to have something because I know ain't nobody gonna try to fight me."
I said, ain't nobody gonna try to fight me. He said,
he
you
was
know
like,
what? I ain't
"You know
gonna
what?
try
You're
to
right."
fight you either.
He gave
And
him
he
the
gave
knife
my
back.
shit back.
That's pretty cool.
He
was cool.
kept them brass
I mean,
knuckles.
it's not illegal to have a knife, though, right? Or is it illegal?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
But he kept your knuckles
He definitely kept them.
because
he
those
kept
are
them.
illegal.
He definitely kept them.
Nah, they using them shits. He put them on and everything. He was like, oh yeah, this one is mine. Thank you.
The moral of the story is don't assume, guys. Okay, don't assume.
Yeah,
Just like
but
Nyla.
you're gonna, man.
We're going. It's impossible not to. But you got to really check your. I don't even know if it's biases. It's got to be biases,
Nah,
right? Is that what
gotta
you
do
call it?
Fast though.
Hold on, you were about to roast
assume.
Nyla, and I was really looking forward to
Oh
it.
no, just
Yeah.
because it was a concert in New York this week, and it was Jasmine Sullivan and Mary J. Blige, and Nyla was like, "Yeah, and Aretha Franklin." That's what she said. I just left.
No,
it
she
there.
said Patti LaBelle
First she said Patti LaBelle. She was like, "No, not Patti LaBelle. What's the other one? Aretha Franklin."
she's a gospel artist. Why would she be there?
What do you know about Aretha Franklin? Yeah. You know she's passed away, right? But you know she passed away, right?
Oh, that's what she sung?
Do you know R.I.P.? Do you know she passed away?
Aretha Franklin.
Nyla had no idea Aretha Franklin passed away. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, fine.
Why do you always make fun of her outfits?
Who, Nyla?
Yeah.
Nyla be clean. Come on, Nyla. Show
I
him that
think
get
she's
up.
so stylish.
Nyla's so stylish.
She from
I think
somewhere
she's
else.
super stylish, dude.
She's so stylish. She's doing that because she wants to blend in because like the homeless people are crazy in New York.
Right.
No,
Gotta watch
for
yourself,
real.
bro.
It's
No, for real.
interesting.
The homeless people are crazy in New York, and they trying to survive just like everybody else. And so Nyla's blending in. Why you took the coat off?
The coat is the whole thing.
Big Nyla. Big Nyla. Big Nyla. NYLA. She made that scarf herself.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? She made those jeans. You know what I mean? She did make those jeans. She did make her own jeans. She made those jeans. You killing. You got Malcolm X on your shirt, Malcolm X on your wrist. You know what I mean? Natural. Big natural hair. You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what I was going to say? I
needed to come back to the show, and I still don't have any, so I don't have to talk about it.
You don't need comebacks, Nyla. You good.
okay.
We're complimenting
That's my
you. We're saying
niece.
you
I'm
look
just
great.
giving my niece some shit. That's all.
I think she is the best style
Nyla
in here.
is fly. Everybody loves Nyla style.
Yeah.
They
Nyla
love
style's
Nyla
fire.
style so much that they didn't want to give her no wardrobe at the God's Honor Show. I'm not making this up. Ty was like, why does Nyla need wardrobe? Nyla be fly. I think that was just some
What's
budget
up,
shit, if you ask me. I think they just told you that to make you feel better about yourself. If I'm being honest, but who am I to argue? You know what I mean? But
I've been
let's
wearing my black, blessed, and highly favored shirt.
dope.
what do people say about that when they see you with it on? Do they assume?
They
what do
assume a lot of things, bro.
What do they assume?
They assume I'm not black, blessed, and highly favored. And it's fucked up, yo.
Like ally.
Real talk.
They be like, ally, yo, is that Charlamagne King?
No, it's a great shirt to wear. I was supposed to bring it to here to wear because I got the backpack. You sent the.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
dope,
yeah.
dope.
It was good. Thank you, man.
Let's do some positively brilliant. What a fucking idiot. What did you see this week that made you say positively brilliant? What a fucking idiot, Schultzy?
We want to do what a fucking idiot, or do we want to do
whatever
positively?
you want to do.
What a fucking idiot? The
Yeah.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Ooh, talk to me. I like this.
They're destroying the trade value of their player. If you hate Ben Simmons, lie.
Smart.
All you say, show videos of how amazing he is. Put out statistics of how incredible his defense is. Show videos about how he's actually worked on his jump shot over the summer. He's going to be great. You're trying to move the player. But you have the coach, the other players, and the organization kind of condemning him. Who the fuck's going to want him now, you idiots?
Yeah.
You're contractually obligated to this guy. So you lie about him, build up his fucking trade value, say what a great teammate he is, say what a great guy he is, say what a great person he is, an ambassador for the city, trade his ass, and then you never got to deal with anything.
They need to get a used car salesman to like get him right.
Yes.
That's all they do. All them cars fucked up.
They
and
sell
flooded.
garbage.
Yes.
But you got to
Especially
sell
Jersey
it.
cars.
Son. Imagine you out there as a used car salesman saying, like, listen, this is a fucking bucket right here. This is trash. Nothing works. The shit don't even drive. I don't know why anyone wants it. That's what they're doing.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I agree with both of y'all, but I don't know anything about how the NBA does its trades and shit, so I wonder if that hinders teams in the future if they lie about
Yeah, they ain't
somebody.
fuck with him no more.
What
You know
they'll
what I
do
mean?
is if they want to trade somebody, let's say it's like a bum ass team that wants to trade someone, they just give him mad minutes and let him take a bunch of shots. So they tell, yo, run a bunch of plays for him, let him throw up fucking 20, 30 points, and then everybody goes, oh my God, we need this guy on the team. We have to.
Yeah.
And then once you get him out of here, now you're good to go.
That's
but
all
you're
he
locked
was.
to this motherfucker. I think he has 4 years, right? He's a
Yeah.
max.
Max rookie deal.
So
It's a
it's
max
a
rookie
4-year deal,
I
right?
think. I'm not sure.
Anyway, I mean, to me, it's just like baffling to see it. Like they're leaking pictures and images of him playing.
Yeah, I
defense
didn't
with the
understand that.
phone in
I
his
didn't
shorts.
understand that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that, especially when they leaked that picture. He had the phone in his pocket. Then the very next day, they was like, he's distracted. So, and I'm like, why would release that Doc Rivers yelled at him? But I was also thinking maybe media was there. Was it open to the media?
Probably.
And media saw it.
Probably.
It could have been that.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But also, when I saw Joel Embiid, was like, I don't give a fuck what he do, or something to that effect.
Yeah, Joel's done.
It's like shit.
But even like if you're the GM, you got to sit down with Joel and go, "Yo, fam, we're trying to trade this guy. If you say he's garbage, we can't trade him for anybody good. Don't you want to win?"
Only one other person you can trade him for.
Kyrie.
Irving. Right up the street in Brooklyn. That's the only person
Oh,
that
so
they
they got
probably
the
could
same
move
rules?
Bill Simmons with.
They got
Huh?
the same rules with the vaccine.
I don't know.
Pennsylvania, it might.
Probably
Yo,
not
the
as
vaccine
strict as
rules don't make no
New
sense.
York. New York is just probably the strictest, I'm sure.
No, because they don't make the rules don't make it. This is what I don't understand. Like Bradley Beal, who plays for the Washington Bullets,
Mhm.
the Washington Bullets?
Wizards.
Wizards now.
Wizards.
Yeah, I can't believe I call them the fucking
Yeah.
Bullet. They used to be called the Bullets.
They used to be
That's
called the
the hockey
Bullet.
team.
Bullet.
So he came and played at the Garden. He's not vaxxed. So
Yeah.
you can travel and perform, but you can't go as like a regular person. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, none of this shit about Kyrie makes sense. And once again, it's the same thing I said about the media in regards to Nicki Minaj, same thing I said in regards to LeBron James. 96% of the NBA is vaccinated. 96%. Do y'all motherfuckers want people to get the vaccine or not? Because if you want people to get the vaccine, who cares if Kyrie's not vaccinated? Steph Curry's vaccinated. Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Giannis, all of these superstars that are bigger stars than Kyrie. The point is, with a lot of this, Kyrie brings attention to whatever your platform is. That's why you talk about Kyrie, because it's not just the vaccine, it's the flat earth shit. It's the stepping on the logo in Boston. You know what I mean? It's the contentious relationship with LeBron James. It's all of these things that factor into Kyrie. He is a media magnet. He brings attention to your platform.
Clickbait.
That's why they're talking about
It's
Kyrie
true.
Irving.
Do you think that you think that they lied to us about the flatten the curve thing? I remember when they were like, we just need to flatten the curve.
Oh yeah, they've been lying about
And
that.
it's like,
They don't even talk about that shit no more.
yeah, it's like the curve is flattened and there's 96% of the players are vaccinated. That means that the staff is probably
Absolutely.
around the same thing, if
Absolutely.
not more, because they
Absolutely.
don't have the leverage to push back.
Absolutely.
So who the fuck is I know it sounds crazy. I'm defending Kyrie, but like, who is he infecting? If everybody else
Exactly.
around is vaxxed.
It's
And
a-
he's not, and as long as he got to do his test negative, it should
Now,
be okay.
you could then call him selfish. You're like, oh, so you let all these other people do it so you didn't have to? You're a selfish piece of shit. That's
Yeah.
fine. You could make that argument, but to try and act as if he's going to infect the entire league who's already
It
vaccinated.
makes no sense.
Yeah,
Come on.
nah.
It literally makes no sense. And it just, I'm telling you, it's all for media attention. And salute to Stephen A. Smith. Respect Stephen A. Smith. Oh, he used it. He got Stephen A. Smith teased it on live. He was like, tune in tomorrow. You know what I mean?
But he got to sell, bro. He got to
And he's doing, and I'm not mad at him.
the numbers up.
But you know what's crazy though is like when LeBron was speaking out and being an activist, they told him shut up and dribble. The conservatives, right? And the liberals came out and they were like, he's more than an athlete. He should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants. Right?
Great platform.
Kyrie is like, I don't want to get vaccinated.
Liberals are like, shut up and dribble.
Liberals say, shut up and dribble. And the conservatives,
shut up, get the shot and dribble.
boom, done.
Yes.
And the conservatives are like,
Let him talk.
let him talk.
Freedom
let
of
him
speech.
speak on issues. We need athletes to talk. It's bullshit, bro. So I'm looking at how the world works, and I'm like, yo, nobody's
consistent.
Nobody's
man.
consistent. All they are is consistently on their team.
And no,
That's it.
and
Whatever your team believes in, that's what
right.
you say.
That's right. And I love, because if you pay attention, there's always these things of duality, right? Like this morning on the radio, we were talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And Trump's comments about Colin Powell.
Legend. Legend.
So I'm just waiting.
Legend.
I'm just
Let's
waiting.
read it.
Here's the thing. Let's read.
Let's
Pull
read
it up. I'm just waiting. Let's pull it up.
No.
Let's pull it up. I'm waiting for the room to push back and be like, oh, Donald Trump is this and Donald Trump is that. And I'm like, Donald Trump, and I literally said Donald Trump is like majority of these rappers we know. Keep that same energy. All right? What I've seen rappers, 50 Cent, Boosie, if you was an op alive,
period,
you an op when you die. You know?
Fuck 'em forever.
So you can't report on Boosie and 50 and just laugh it off.
And
But then when
when
it comes to Trump, like, this is so distasteful and so disrespectful and this and that. No, you got to be consistent all across the board. The only thing Trump don't got is an album. It's the truth.
Not yet.
Listen,
yeah.
this was wild.
Nah, he's a wild boy. But at the same time, it's like, Colin Powell lied to Congress so that we could go to war in Iraq and search for weapons that we know were not there. And
Trump's statement Tuesday. Where's it?
I got you. Ready?
Video of it. They got a video.
You got
of
it?
Wonderful to see Colin Powell. Wonderful to see Colin Powell, who made big mistakes on Iraq and famously so-called weapons of mass destruction be treated in death so beautifully by the fake news media. Hope that happens to me someday. He was a classic rhino. Rhino means
What is a rhino?
Republican in name only.
Oh.
So you basically cap like you're a Republican, but you're not.
So you got a Dino then. So Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema are Dinos.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So if even that, always being the first to attack other Republicans, he made plenty of mistakes. But anyway, may he rest in peace.
and don't forget I hope this happens for me.
Yeah.
He said the media, and which is true. Like the media wasn't the fondest of Colin Powell when he was alive, especially after the Iraq war thing, in later years when he endorsed Barack Obama, he pushed back against Trump. But I remember that Iraq war stuff.
So
Bush
a lot
too.
of people died, B. But hell yeah, Bush. Hold him accountable, hold Cheney accountable, hold all them motherfuckers accountable. It's like, that's a lot of unnecessary death, bro. That's a lot of unnecessary death.
I just don't like reducing people to their worst moments when they pass away. But I understand. I saw a lot of my Muslim friends on Instagram too going in on Colin Powell. You know what I mean? Oh, they was going in. In. Oh, man, they was going in. They was like, you know how many people died in the Iraq war and yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's part of the legacy.
It's one of those things where it's like, someone's death shouldn't be celebrated, but it don't have to be sad.
Yeah. I mean,
not every death is sad. I'm sorry.
But the reason you got to be careful with stuff like that is because we're not his family. We're not his friends.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It could be sad to them.
Yeah, exactly. To them, they're gonna mourn forever.
But there's people that are rejoicing. I mean, I'm sure there's people who lost family
Yeah, I'll never
members.
do that.
No, that's why everybody else goes to the
If that
funeral.
motherfucker killed your whole family,
that's why people go to funerals.
Yeah,
you're not going to be excited?
Not at the point I'm at in my life right now. I'd feel bad. I'd be sending them healing energy. I do. I really do. I don't want to wish that on nobody. I'm not. Whatever I say all the time, I hope you get whatever you deserve.
So that's it. He got what he did.
But no, he didn't. He died because of complications of COVID. So that could be any of us. That could be any of our parents. That could be a person that we all love. Like that can happen to anybody.
Look, I'll be honest. I don't know enough about the fucking. I only watched that movie Vice.
What?
That's all I know. I don't know enough about the Iraq War and weapons of mass destruction.
I don't know either.
I'm not going to act like some geopolitical expert.
That's
but if you think that motherfucker is the reason why you and your family was getting bombed in the Middle East,
don't
and
call
then
him a mother effer. He's dead.
Maybe he fucked moms, bro.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing.
Christ.
What's up with you and words all of a sudden, dog?
Words matter. What's up with you?
Yo, this guy don't say nothing. Say nothing, bro. Like fucking Blue's Clues out here,
Words
dog.
matter, man.
Yo, whatever.
Word matter. Only reason I say it, no, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of, and this is the thing, right? We're all in a space. You might run into somebody in Colin Powell's family.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not.
Hey,
Andrew.
no. What I say this wrong? What
I'm
I
just
say?
telling you, man. Like
Listen,
you might.
listen, I know what you're going through. I know because I go through all this time with Akash on a podcast.
Yes.
Akash will be talking crazy about certain people. I'm like, yo, you know, like I might have to do a movie.
Yes,
with these
Akash.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
You are not here yet. It's just that simple. But I'm saying that with you too.
So I feel bad with you.
Word up.
You might be talking to Colin's nephew next week.
I don't know them. No, they might be fans of yours.
Yeah. They might be.
I'm not even
might
joking.
be.
Somebody in Colin Powell's family might be like, I fuck with Andrew.
Well, I tell that motherfucker, thank you. Hey, you got good taste, my dude. You got good taste, bro. You can't judge a son by the sins of the father.
And I am just respectful of how we speak on the dead. I am. That's just me. You know what
Say
I mean?
what?
I'm just respectful.
How you know
we
he's
speak on the
dead?
Man, shut up.
I'm never dead.
Even after I die, I am not dead.
Never.
But you
dead.
might not be.
Say what?
You might not be. That's the thing. I say
What
that
you
all the
mean?
time when people be like, YOLO, you only live once. How you know?
You only live once. I live twice.
We don't know
You
what
can
we
just spirit
doing.
move on.
I tell them that,
Well,
yo,
you have to die in order to live a second time.
but what if it's just a continuation? Like, well, literally, what if you die, right? And you're looking at yourself like, oh,
The
shoot,
next time you wake up, you somewhere else.
Shoot.
I'm dead.
Yo, son. Oh, jinkies. Well, jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise.
What did Drake say?
Jeez Louise, I'm
Jeez
dead.
Louise.
That what you had on the Breakfast Club told Wax that he's been on this planet for a long time.
Who said that?
That what you had on the Breakfast Club.
I had a witch on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, somebody. She told me I was here for a long time.
Oh.
But that's what I mean. I feel like, souls, we don't know what souls do.
Yeah.
We're just assuming. Like, we don't know what happens when you pass away. I think physically you're not here, but I do think spiritually. And I'm going to tell you something. It's going to sound real crazy.
What makes you think physically we're not here? Like, how'd you come to that conclusion? Like, well, that's what I was getting at.
You know what's so interesting about that? You know what's so interesting about that?
Charlotte not committing to nothing. He goes. We might not be physically here after we die. I don't know for sure, but we might not.
We might not be.
It's a chance we are.
It might not be, man.
Okay, go on.
But no, my sister who I love, Debbie Brown, she came here about a month ago and she did like a energy cleansing on me. She said some stuff I had to get off me, and she said, you're gonna start to see a lot of things. Right? Like you're going to start to see a lot of things, right? Because, you already have like a lot of psychic intuition. So you're going to start to see a lot of things. And she's not lying. I've been seeing spirits and feeling spirits. And by the way, I've always saw this kind of stuff, but it's really intense now to the point where like, if somebody's talking about somebody dead,
yeah,
I almost can feel the person in the room. And like, I've said things about, huh?
You taking my gummies?
No. I've said things about, people that identify as dead, and they've been like, what?
Yo, listen, we're talking about how people identify.
Let us be progressive. Y'all stay over there. Y'all not woke as us. So I was talking to people that were identified as dead, and like I'll say something
You've
about them.
never heard that? IAD. Yeah, go.
I'll say something about them and hear them be like, no, that's not what happened.
They'll say that in the room.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like for
Word
example, who were you talking about?
I actually was talking about my mother's father like 2 weeks ago.
Your mother's father. And then they were in the room.
My daddy's mother. I'm bugging. My daddy's mother.
Your grandma.
My grandma.
Your grandma.
My dad, one of my grandmas. I was actually talking about her, and I saw her vividly. That was not true.
And you believe this, from Dev, and like you 100%.
Yes.
And you don't believe scientists with the vaccine.
Who says I don't believe the scientists with the vaccine?
Like you don't trust the vaccine, but you trust.
I've never said that. It's not that I don't trust the vaccine. I don't trust this government. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't trust the medical system when it comes to how we treat black people. But that's not. I've never been an anti-vaxxer.
But this vaccine's going to the whites too.
I know.
Do you think they have a different version for the blacks?
No, but that's why He said, maybe. But that's why I said I'm not an anti-vaxxer. That's the main thing. I tell people, if you're afraid of the vaccine, go get it in a white neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
I went and got mine in a black neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
Why?
those were the only ones available.
Really?
Yep.
Because it has so many.
There were so
somebody
many.
say that.
Literally, this is what people were doing. Is they were just going to black neighborhoods to get it.
I'm not anti-vax at all. You know, I was even having a conversation with some OGs in my family, and they was like, oh, we had polio vaccines and mumps and measles and everything else. You know
But
what I mean?
those vaccines worked.
And by the way, they was getting those vaccines when they was really trying to take black people out in a real way.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Back in
But at least they show that they work. We seen people get
Yeah, you
cured
didn't
off
get a
that
polio
shit.
vaccine and then still got some polio.
And still got the shit.
Yeah.
And still gonna be able to pass it along and do all that.
Like
type
I
of
wish
shit.
that they called this shit something different. I wish they didn't call it a vaccine. I wish they were like
preventive measure.
yeah, like something
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah.
here's a shield or here's a whatever. Like
Yeah.
because if you could still get it even though you have the vaccine, now it's going to make me question all vaccines,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? Because I thought
Yeah. I mean, they say all vaccines aren't 100% effective, but this one feels
This shit feel
it's a lot of
50-50.
breakthrough. Word is
Yeah.
born.
That commercial, man.
It's
that
a
commercial
lot of
keep fucking me
breakthrough.
up, man. I hate that commercial.
What, with the little boy?
Yeah, talking about, tell all my friends that. Why are you doing that fake commercial when you talking about some real people out here really dying? Give me a real motherfucker.
I guess I know you younger than me.
why
'Cause I grew up on the guy with the microphone and the hole in his throat.
That's
With
real
the
though.
smoker.
Oh, you think that's fake?
What do you mean?
Smoke a motherfucker like, Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
No, you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I'm not
wow.
cracking.
Wow.
I hope that ain't what I was
You might as well
usually
just you might as well sing I'm gonna buy you a drink now. You might as well keep going.
do. Yo, listen.
Keep going.
Is that person
Keep
fake?
going.
Yeah, it's fake.
No way.
It's fake.
No, that's not fake.
I'd be pissed off if that's fake, yo.
What was that? A smoking commercial?
The
What?
cigarettes.
Cigarette commercial, right?
I thought it was
Nah,
for
that
like
wasn't fake.
microphones or some shit.
No,
I thought it was like I thought that's
You
what
don't
it was. I thought that shit was for Bose.
no.
Yo,
You remember
Comedian's gonna do comedy, guys. You don't never got to worry about a comedian not doing comedy. Andrew Schulz is a comedian, ladies and
Yeah, you
gentlemen.
gonna get it.
All right. If one person gonna do comedy, it's Andrew motherfucking Schulz. All right. But that's why I grew up on that era. I grew up in the era of that guy in the cigarette commercial. Therefore,
Just like
the
that.
little
I had one of them at a show once.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst show I ever did. There was only 4 people there, and 2 of the 4 were a guy who was laughing like this, ha 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 ha, and then his nurse.
I'm not laughing at this.
Yeah,
That shit ain't funny.
I'm not laughing, yo.
I don't laugh at nobody.
Son,
You never know.
son, you never felt like you kill him before you see a dude just go, yeah. That's different level
Yo,
killing.
I don't know when I'm having more kids.
That's
I
different
can't
level
laugh at
killing.
this shit.
So your boy was out here.
But no,
bodying
that's a choice. That guy was smoking cigarettes, right?
Yeah, he was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I haven't. You know what's so crazy? I haven't seen that since those commercials back in the day.
He be
Yeah.
throwing me off too because it takes a little longer for him to get the laugh out. So I'd start the next joke, but I'd still be hearing yeah.
I'm not laughing at this shit. yo.
I'm not laughing either.
Why?
Yeah. All
What?
kids out here, bro. Can't laugh about this type of shit.
Yo,
Listen,
he thought it was funny too.
God, no, that's what I'm
thought it
saying.
was
If he was
funny.
laughing, did you
If
clown
he's
on?
laughing, I'll laugh.
Did you clown on the machine?
What? Did I clown the machine?
Yes.
Oh! I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
were calling him a machine. I was
No.
like, no.
Did you make jokes about it?
No, did I talk about the situation? Yeah.
What do you
What'd you
say?
ask him?
Say what? What?
What do you say?
I just did my whole set with my mic right here so he can understand. I did. I wanted
You ain't
to
ask him
understand.
what happened?
We speaking the same language.
You ain't asking what happened?
You don't think that he understood it perfectly like that?
Jesus Christ.
Try it right now.
How long you guys been together?
You said that?
No.
No, try it right now.
Have we
No.
seen that though? What do you call that? It's a name for it.
What?
When you smoke that many cigarettes, that happens to you.
Long something.
It's like your throat goes. Is it a cancer? Is it a form of cancer? All right.
Yo,
Let me play some goddamn bills.
Wax is great. He
Jesus Christ.
goes, lung something.
Lung something. We ain't even talking about no fucking lungs.
It is your lungs fucked up.
No, that's your throat.
It's here. I think it's like esophageal cancer.
No, it's a trach.
Trachea. Yeah, your trachea.
Yeah.
So,
when people get shot, you got to hurry up and trach it and put it in their throat so they can breathe.
so they can breathe. Yeah. That's right. So he basically has a hole right here.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's like,
God bless him.
Because the rest of this you can't even use.
Yep.
You got to eat through here.
Everything got to go through
goes
here,
straight
bro.
Through there.
Yeah.
The rest of this right here is just done.
Yeah,
You don't even. I'm telling you, I have not seen anybody with that since those commercials.
You think
They
they
must have
stopped
had
it?
bad
I'm not saying they
cigarettes back
stopped.
in the
I just
day.
haven't seen it. Like
Maybe now people aren't smoking as many cigarettes or more like aware of their health or
Maybe.
some
Yeah,
shit like
maybe
that.
weed going
Maybe.
out now. Because
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
All right.
know.
Let's pay some bills and then come back and talk about a couple.
Yo,
This guy, man.
Yo,
This
what's
guy.
up, man? What's up? What do you think he did for a living?
Sing,
What?
probably sing.
You think he was singing?
Maybe
Maybe. Yeah, he could have.
Upstart, baby, Upstart. You know who Upstart is? Okay. Are you carrying a credit card balance month after month? You're not the only one. High interest rates make it hard to pay off your debt, but Upstart can help. Join the thousands of happy borrowers who made that final payment. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple fixed monthly payment. Unlike other lenders, Upstart looks at more than just your credit score, like your income and employment history. This means they can offer smarter rates with trusted partners. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/idiots. That's upstart.com/idiots. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/idiots. Schulz, you drinking a liquid death right now, my guy.
Damn right, I'm drinking a Liquid Death, the best water in the business. I've seen a lot of y'all out going to get Liquid Death at the stores. You know, they got it at Whole Foods, 7-Eleven. But literally, this is the best water. Also, them kids, you're not old enough to drink beer. Go fuck with your parents a little bit. Get some Liquid Death. Have him, a little tall boy at the party. And give him a little scare, okay? But for real, it is the best water I've ever had. And water in a can is great. It stays cooler much longer. They also have the sparkling water as well. It is absolutely amazing. And listen, if you hate plastic, you're trying to recycle, you're trying to take care of the environment, you're trying to do that kind of shit, well, guess what? You can do that with Liquid Death as well. So what you can do right now is you can get free shipping on all water and merch at liquiddeath.com/idiots. That is liquiddeath.com/idiots. Okay. Grab some at Whole Foods and 7-Eleven as well. Remember, they're also donating 10% of the profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. So they are trying to do good things and they are trying to save the environment. But most importantly, they're trying to kill your thirst. So get that shit with Liquid Death. Now let's get back to the show.
All right, let's do some church announcements. Schulz, you got some church announcements?
Infamous tour, baby. This weekend, we're in Indianapolis and DC. I got a huge shout out for Philly. Thank y'all for coming out for Philly. Taylor, thank you so much for coming to the show. I really appreciate that. Philly was unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Philly always shows love. We also got Chicago, man. We got that second show in Chicago. Chicago, pull up, check out your boy. We got San Francisco, Madison, Minneapolis. We're in Fargo, Jacksonville, Boston, New York City, Radio City Music Hall. That was fucking unbelievable, man. That was, I think there's like a few like single seats left, but that was crazy. Like in a day to basically sell out Radio City. As a New Yorker, that meant a lot. So thank y'all so much. If you went out there, you got tickets, and we're super grateful. So theandrewschulz.com, go check out the infamous tour.
How's that feel, man? How's that feel as a native New York? I think I saw you something post where you used to walk by that building all of the time. That shit got to make you cry a little bit, bro.
Yeah, like I almost got a little, I'm in need of a cry, actually.
Yeah.
I need a nice cry.
Too. When Mercury was in Gatorade, I was so goddamn sensitive. When Mercury was in Gatorade, I was so goddamn sensitive. Like, I cried like 2-3 times for no reason.
That, man. Why? Why'd you cry?
I don't know. My wife was like, "Have you been drinking my?" Because she got her placenta turned into like this.
Bro, I was about to joke around and say, I literally almost said placenta as a joke.
No, she did. I forgot what you call it. You call it a tincture?
They put them into pills and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But she did a tincture of it?
A tincture, there you go. And so she got that and she was like, "Have you been taking my tincture?" Like I was listening to Jay-Z, You Don't Know.
Balling.
Balling.
I need a good cry like that.
Yeah.
I haven't had a cry like that in a
Me
minute.
neither.
I need one. And
I cried at the
close.
Mental Wealth Expo.
Oh yeah, I saw
But
you
once
do that.
you start crying,
I sent
you
that shit
start
to Duval.
crying.
We were laughing at your ass. I didn't know if I could send it to you because you were, this is like a good moment for you. So I had to send it to someone, and then I was like, "Bro, you got to look at this shit." And Duval hit me. He was like, "I'm on a plane. I can't see until I land."
Yo, Duval cried in front of us too, man.
Duval definitely
but
is a crier.
Duval cries a lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's a
really
hell of a
in touch with
crier.
his
He's a
emotions,
crier.
man. Yeah,
Crier.
He's a hell of a cry.
It was
But yeah, you
beautiful.
probably do need a good cry though.
I need a
Yeah.
Because and then the crazy part is you don't know if it's tears of joy or sadness.
all of it.
Yeah.
Which is-
Gratitude. A lot of times.
gratitude. Oh my
Just a
God.
release.
Yeah, just a release.
Yeah, women got waiting to exhale. What do men got?
We gotta cry though, but we bottle that shit up, and then it comes out in like stupid ways. But
It sound all dumb and stupid.
Yeah,
and
just-
tell you
No,
sound
no,
like
it's
that.
not. We got DG Yola ain't gonna let up. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Regina Bell, God is good. You know, a song that makes me cry in no time. Black Men United, You Will Know. Oh my God. You ever listen to You Will Know? You will know.
Oh,
You will know.
That's all he know.
You will know. No, I don't. When I was a young boy,
Oh, that shit's
I had
fire.
visions of fame, and they were wild and they were free. And they were blessed with my name. And then I grew older and I started to see that the world is full of pain. And my dreams, they left me. And then I got stronger and tired of the pain. And that's when I picked up the pieces and I regained my name. And I fought hard, y'all, to carve out my place. And right now, you can't stand me, and it all seems in vain.
Make
Your
America
dreams ain't easy.
great
Just
again.
stick by your plan.
Make
Go
America
for poison.
great again.
Like a man.
Let's make
And when it gets
America
hard, y'all.
great again.
Like you know.
Make
Stand
America
up tall and don't you fall.
great again. Everybody now,
And you
bring
will
the white man
know.
back to the top.
You will
white man
know.
back to the top.
You
Bring the
will
white
know.
man back to his rightful place. Let him
You will know.
the
Listen, you know what this sounds like?
world.
Listen, you know what this sounds like?
Just make
Listen,
America
no, listen.
great again.
This sounds like
Make
this,
America
listen, this could actually be a movie.
great again.
Imagine a white man from this era gets transported back to slavery. He gets made to be a slave, so he has to blend in with the slaves. The slaves are Negro spirituals, and he's like, no. Make America
Great again.
great again.
Okay, let's
Make America
great
Grab
again. That shit goes, right? That's the power of music. I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy.
Wax, you got any church in now?
Yo,
Yes.
I'm an island boy. Yo, that song's fire.
You sound like Informer.
Informer. You know she never told me I can blame.
But hey,
What did he say there?
I have no fucking idea. That's like Missy Elliott when she said, "And y'all I have no idea what either one of them was saying.
Wait, what did she say?
She says her name backwards.
No, she did.
Is
y'all
y'all
got that
flipping
from?
nippers wearing yet?
That's what she's saying.
That is not Missy Elliott.
Elliott.
Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
How would you even know
Elliott,
that?
Misdemeanor Elliott. Elliott
Is-
Misdemeanor Missy.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? That was real low, but he's trying to say it backwards. He's going, Missy Elliott. And then he goes, Elliott, Missy.
Elliott Misdemeanor
He
Missy.
just said the word
Elliott.
in reverse order.
Wax, what's your church announcements, man?
Yes, I got go to who'swax.net, get the gummies.
Yeah.
Go over to all the dispensaries up in LA.
Strong gummies, by the
Even
way.
if they even not
Strong
there.
gummies.
If my flower is not in the store, still go to the dispensary and tell them, listen, make sure y'all get the Who's Wax so they can go ahead and order it. It's out there in LA. Make sure y'all go do that. Bullying the Beast every Wednesday and get that Patreon on Mondays. And I'm on Whatever She Says podcast. Me and my shorty. Get some relationship
You and your
advice.
fiance.
Me and my fiance. Come
You
get
mean
some
shorty.
relationship advice because you know I get the best relationship advice.
I like to get to know ya so I could show ya.
She just reverses
Put that
same
pussy on
line.
ya.
Which line?
Told
Just-
ya.
If you got a big dick, let me search it
No. Just
to find out how hard I gotta work it.
flip it and reverse it. She just flips that line, yeah.
Oh.
Pussy on ya.
Like that.
Oh.
That thing now.
Listen, make sure y'all go to blackeffect.com. Subscribe to all the podcasts on Black Effect. Subscribe to the God's Honest Truth podcast on Black Effect. If you missed the show on Friday nights on Comedy Central at 10 p.m., you can listen to the podcast on Mondays via Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. We got a dark week this week.
Why?
That's the way the schedule was. So we got 5 weeks, dark week. Then I think we do another
Like the
5
Cowboys.
weeks.
We got dark week this week on the Cowboys.
Definitely, that's right. Another dark week for Thanksgiving, and then we come back. But next week, I was talking about it on Colbert last night. We're doing our Cowardly Donkey episode.
Oh yeah, how was the Colbert?
Colbert's cool. I love doing Colbert. I love the Ed Sullivan Theater, man.
Yeah,
my
it's really
God.
good.
Oh my God, Ed Sullivan Theater is like, to me, it's like that's quintessential New York to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no idea who Ed Sullivan was.
Me neither.
And it just dawned on me
I still
yesterday
don't
that
know
this
either.
was not Ed McMahon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ed Sullivan, I just love the theater. I love the energy in that theater. I love Colbert's audience because Colbert's audience is so smart. And Colbert does something before every show that I just realized he did yesterday. And I don't want to say what it is, but it is a very good technique if you host a late night show because it's a good gauge of a crowd.
Can you tell?
No, I don't want to say. It just gives you a good gauge of a crowd. And you probably do the same thing in comedy. You probably watch opening acts and you can tell by what the crowd is responding to, what type of crowd this is. Might be a crowd that's a little too uptight, a little too woke. You know what I mean? Or this is a crowd where that's smart, so you can get some of that smart shit off. Or a crowd that just laughs and want that raw shit. You can tell, I think, by your opening act. Same thing with DJs. When DJs have opening DJs, they know, okay, I know where to take this party. You know what I mean, Nyla? You know what I mean, right? Yeah. So it's the same thing because Nyla's a DJ. So it's just like, he just has this technique that I think is cool that I will be stealing for the God's Honest Truth.
It was cool though. I like it. It makes sense.
You know? But yes, we got the Cowardly Donkey episode where we just address why the Democrats are cowards.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they're not just cowards because they're cowards. They're cowards because of politics. But we'll talk about it next Friday at 10 p.m. on Comedy Central.
I'm tuning in. If you're shitting on Democrats.
Hey man, I'm an American citizen. I hold whoever's in the White House accountable.
I think just hold them all. They're all scumbags.
You got to. They're all scumbags.
It's easy to just call them all scumbags, politicians, and I'm sure there's politicians that get in for great reasons and they want to help and all this stuff.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I think probably they get corrupted by the process.
I can't tell.
I am skeptical of people that want power, though. I always, it's a weird thing to want power. You know, there are many different ways you can help.
It depends what you're using your power for.
Yeah, but just the wanting of powers.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Weird. Yeah.
And then, by the way, Hillary's like one of the only ones speaking truth to power right now.
Hillary who?
Hillary goddamn Rodham Clinton.
Get out of here.
Yes, man. Hillary,
what's she saying?
Hillary said a couple weeks ago, she was like,
don't trust women?
No, she said you got it. She said you have to get rid of the filibuster. Right? Because she was like, we're not even able to govern if you don't get rid of the filibuster, because she was like, the GOP is not, they lawless. They not following no rules.
Can you explain what the filibuster is to those us idiots that don't know?
The filibuster is, if they got rid of the filibuster right now, they could literally pass any type of legislation they wanted because they have the House and because they have the Senate. And even if it was a tie vote, the tiebreaker would go to Kamala Harris. So literally any legislation that they wanted to pass.
But what does a filibuster mean?
Filibuster is when you just talk for that long to prevent shit from happening. To sum it up in layman's terms, Chris, am I getting that right?
Negotiator.
Chris not even there. Is Chris there?
Chris watching Squid Game.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Am
what did you say? I didn't hear that.
Chris trying that Squid Game.
He make his own Squid Game.
Chris crying like Chris hates Squid Game. Like, yo, that is wild though. That show is wild, bro. Chris, am I getting this right, Chris?
Yeah, you got it. It's a very elaborate and confusing and long playing stall game. Basically, it's a way for parties that aren't in power to jam up the mechanisms of power so that the other party can't get something through.
Longest filibuster in history.
How long has it been?
25 hours.
It gotta be two women, right?
Guess who? Man, shut up, man.
I'm just saying, because listen, they can talk for a long time.
Y'all misogynistic motherfuckers are so crazy.
Ain't no
man.
men talking for that long.
Yes, it actually was a man.
It was.
Strong motherfucking Thurman of South Carolina spoke for 25 hours to keep these niggers from being able to have any goddamn civil rights.
Really?
Yes, 25 hours,
Was he talking to a woman?
No, he was talking to America. He was talking to the world, the country.
But wait, I guess what I don't understand is like, why after that amount of time does the law not get passed?
Probably people exhausted. Like, man, let's go home, man.
Yeah, we ain't got time for this
Shit, man. God damn. Y'all can drink out of separate water fountains for a little while longer. I can't listen to this motherfucker talk no more. Jesus Christ, man. That's probably what it was. I'm telling you. You probably get sick of hearing this motherfucker talk. 25 hours?
But is that what it is? I'm just trying to understand. Like,
yes, that's what it is.
And
It's a stall game. And they will stall you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Until what?
I don't know until what. I just know that they can get rid of it if they wanted to. And if they did right now, they literally could pass any legislation they wanted.
Hey,
whatever
Chris?
it was.
Yeah.
So what happens if they just wait out the stall? I guess that's what I'm missing. Like,
I think each bill or measure that's introduced has to be voted on in a
within
set amount of time in order for it to pass. And the idea is that they so like a famous technique is people used to read the phone book. Like somebody would get up with a phone book and just read it, and it would take 48 hours or something outrageous like that. And then the time has expired. And basically both parties, when they're not in power, say this is anti-democracy, this is terrible, we should get rid of it. But neither of them really want to get rid of it, because when power shifts back the other way, this is the only thing you have to jam stuff up. So the end result is things are constantly jammed up.
That's right. And Hillary's like, yo, you got to get rid of the filibuster in order to govern, because if you don't, we're on our way to minority rule. And that's literally what it looks like right now. And it's just so crazy. I mean, when we say it's two wings on the same bird, like, it really got to be two wings on the same bird. Yeah. Because there's no way any politician who actually cares about America, actually cares about democracy, is cool with the way things are going right now. Like, there's literally four things the Biden administration has to do to protect democracy, and they're not doing it. And it's so basic. Protect voting rights, right? Get rid of the filibuster so they can govern. Pack the motherfucking Supreme Court.
Whoa.
Yes.
You want to pack the court?
Yes. They got a conservative 6-3 majority in the Supreme Court. Whenever you see the Supreme Court upholding handmaid tales laws for abortion in Texas, come on, man.
You don't think that's undemocratic to pack the Supreme Court?
No, not when you got a 6-3 conservative majority. It got to be balanced. And look at the stuff that they're upholding.
Does it have to be balanced?
Yes, man.
That's not the rule.
Well, you're right. But still, you can't have, they're supposed to be objective. That's the court that's supposed to be objective. That's the court that's not supposed to be playing any party. They're supposed to be doing what's right, and they're supposed to be based on the Constitution.
And so, I mean, we know from the way that they've ruled that usually people rule according to their party. But if they are objective and these people are objective, then what does it matter what their politics are?
They're not objective, though.
But they think objectively that's the right answer to the problem.
No, but it's not. And we know it's not. Handmaid tale, abortion laws in Texas, upholding, voter suppression in Arizona. No. But by the way, everybody said that was going to happen. That's what the crazy part is. They were telling Biden or whoever, you're going to have to put more seats in the Supreme Court, or this shit is going to be super lopsided.
But then what happens? Like, we just keep on adding seats to even it out every time there's a new president?
And maybe lifetime appointments that shouldn't be lifetime appointments. That's the other thing. Maybe the Supreme Court should have to change every 8 years instead of like lifetime appointments. Yeah. You're talking about filibustering. People that identify as dead are still on the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. The packing the courts thing is a little bit peculiar to me.
That's the one that gets the most pushback. But and the fourth one is you simply got to prosecute the motherfuckers who did an attempted coup in this country on January 6th. You got to make an example.
You should.
That's as simple as that. You got to make an example. People get killed for that in other countries.
Literally.
Here in America, there's like the guy. One of those guys is taking this shit so not serious. He's representing himself in court. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? For a federal offense.
I did that before.
Like, you had thousands of people screaming to hang the vice president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Is that not a federal offense? You can just say that shit now?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But they're not moving on any of that. So it's a free for all in America at this point.
But outside of that, the temperature seems pretty low in America politically.
What do you mean?
Like, there's no real issues. Like, nobody's really complaining. Like, we make a big deal about the vaccine thing, but like the majority of people are vaccinated.
Oh no, it's a bunch of real issues. That's the point. Like they don't like Joe Biden will get out there and other people will say, this is the worst threat to our democracy since the Civil War. Well, act like it, motherfuckers.
But what is? Like, what are people really upset about?
Voter suppression, the fact that voting rights are being taken away.
Who's voting?
What do you mean?
Like, where the vote? What's the vote for?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a big vote coming up? Like, I'm trying to.
Schulz, come on, you're not being for real.
I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
So why do you do pre-orders?
pre-orders for what?
Your shows. Why you put pre-orders for sale at Radio City?
Oh, you're saying like, why I didn't do pre-orders, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying like they prepare for to steal the election.
Yes, I'm not gonna wait for a week before.
right.
Put these voter suppression laws in place now. Midterms next year, baby.
But who can do that if they can't get anything through Congress?
Local governments. State
So
governments.
that's not something that the president has to.
You can pass something on the federal level to protect voting rights.
Got you.
Yeah,
But
100%.
shouldn't we be putting pressure on our local politicians to not do these laws?
They are, but it's like nobody's talking about it. I think it's 28
Well, I think that's what happens.
voter suppression laws in 18 states.
I think
And no, I take that back. I'm not gonna say nobody's not talking about it because you got Latasha Brown and Black Voters Matter. You got Tamika Mallory and them in Until Freedom. They're literally protesting. They're going to Capitol Hill. They're getting arrested. But to your point, nobody cares.
I think what happens is like when you have a Biden-esque president, you can kind of lull the people to sleep.
No, you're
And
right.
What happens
You're
is
right.
usually
You're right.
usually the president is a lightning rod. We were talking this on Flagrant 2, but like is a lightning rod because the president of your country is supposed to be the ideal citizen in your eyes. Now, if you're someone who didn't vote for that president, that's the wrong example of an American. So you're upset at almost everything that they do and they believe in.
Yeah. Like you was talking about earlier, like you've picked a side.
Exactly.
So like even though that president is the president of America and that guy will say, I want to be president for all presidents, we don't
matter.
look at it like
Exactly.
that.
So now everything that he takes a stand on, half the people are tight on. The reason why presidents are so popular during war usually is because usually the whole country can at least agree, well, let's fuck some people up that are trying to fuck us up. So that's why they're
That's
popular.
why after 9/11, everybody was so.
Hey, George Bush,
You know?
you threw a strike. Bravo. Everybody loves him, right? So, but what happens with Biden is he's so non-existent. Like Trump was so accessible. Everything that he said became news and then divided the country on that issue, no matter what he fucking said. So it seemed like the temperature was so hot. It seemed like everybody was about to fight in the streets. And now it feels like we're lulled to sleep. Like I don't watch the news because I feel like nothing's newsworthy. I feel like nothing's even going on.
Everything
I
y'all
didn't even know about this voter suppression.
Yes, everything y'all thought Trump was doing in the White House is still happening.
Oh, nothing changes no matter who's president. The only thing changed right now is the temperature, and that's just by not exposing Biden to anything. Don't make him make a stand on anything, and then people won't be upset and use him to push back. And that's why they're trying to create these different enemies.
Biden not even the president. Joe Manchin's the president.
Who's that?
Joe Manchin, senator from West Virginia. He calling all the shots.
Really?
Hell yeah, blocking everything. Like he's the man. Him and he's really the man. Then it's Kirsten Sinema and all of that. But it's just like.
And who's Kristen Sinema?
She's the senator from Arizona. But I mean, like you said, Dino. She's a Dino. She's a Democrat. What was that word?
A dino?
A dino?
Yeah, Democrat in name
only. That's definitely them. And what's gonna be crazy next year? This is my prediction. They lose the House and the Senate. They're gonna impeach Joe Biden.
On what cause?
Probably Afghanistan, right? Not Afghanistan. Yeah, what happened in Afghanistan? Probably.
Can you impeach him on that?
Hell yeah!
What did he do that was illegal?
They what the fuck was it? What was it, Chris? He pulled the troops out of the plane.
It was controversy around the withdrawal, and they said he bangled it or bumbled it, and put U.S. troops at risk, and a lot of U.S. troops died in the bombing of the airport in Kabul. It's BS. I mean, it's basically you guys tried to impeach Trump, so now it's our turn, and we're
100%
tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. It's bullshit.
Tit for tat, and they're gonna do that. And I think they get control of the White House. And I think we all got to ask ourselves some real questions. Do you want to live in a state that has minority rule? Do you want to live in a country that has minority rule? So I think everybody better be nice to Drake because Canada might be the move.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know.
Why is it? Don't do that. Don't do that fucking like runaway shit. You always heard all those like celebs said that. Oh, if Trump is president, I'm moving to Canada.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
Y'all
Trump
not
president,
going
but I don't
nowhere.
think nobody wants to live in a country under minority rule.
I think that we have to accept that the minority does rule America, and that minority
Because of the way the
is-
system is set up.
Yes.
Yes.
And these are the people that rule America are the billionaires, the corporations, the
Not only that, even with votes. Even with
Oh.
votes.
I mean, sure, but like you can manipulate people to vote in whatever way if you have enough money.
Yeah, but like right now, these votes are weighted in such a way that, you know, a white man in Oklahoma vote means way more than 1 million liberals here in New York City.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
Democrats will never truly do anything for black people. They don't have a reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason.
There's really no reason to. I can't cater to
sense.
y'all too much, because if I cater to y'all too much, then that white man in Oklahoma is going to be like, I don't fuck with him. He's a nigger lover. You know what I mean? Or something to that effect, you know?
Yeah.
So that's all. That's it.
I'm fascinated hearing you talk about this because it feels as if you're still in like a Trump era anxious state about the politics that's happening right now.
It's actually worse.
And for me, I'm in a state where I'm like, does anybody care about anything anymore? Like, I literally will ask people at shows, I'll be like, yo, what's going on? Like, what is touching you?
But that's my state, though.
Say again?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there with you. Like, none of y'all see what the fuck is going on.
Oh, so that's what you're anxious about. You're
Yeah.
anxious about the lack of reaction.
Yes. That's
Where-
why I was happy what Hillary said a couple weeks ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, at least somebody's seeing this shit. Like, you know what I mean? At least somebody with some power, some cachet, because Hillary's a centrist fucking Democrat. Like,
Yeah.
she's not a radical ringing the alarm. She's like, yo, y'all tripping. Like,
She's part of the system, you know?
she's super part of the system.
Yeah.
So if she's saying the system is broken and that Democrats need to motherfucking have some balls about them, right? And stand up on their 2 feet and fucking get rid of the filibuster so they can govern, and we're going to be under the threat of minority rule. If she's saying that, man, somebody might need to listen.
But this, I don't know, like, what does she want to stand up against? Like, this is like she's as apolitical as possible, right?
I don't know what that means.
She's not really a Democrat, right? She's not really conservative. Like, she's still a war hawk.
She's a centrist.
She's a centrist.
Yeah, she's
right?
a centrist.
So if she's a centrist, then like, what is it that she actually is looking out for?
I think she is just trying to uphold democracy as we know it.
Is she?
Yeah. Because one thing about Democrats, and I could be wrong, it looks like they play by the rules, and they play by the rules a little too much.
I don't think so. I think they both manipulate the rules as much as they can. The fact that Democrats have super delegates is already undemocratic. Republicans don't have that. You talk about one person in Oklahoma having 1,000 votes compared to one person in New York. But if you look at a super delegate, literally that's what it is. It's one person just because they held some political office gets to have 1 million votes in Michigan. That's not fair. Why
Yeah.
should one man be more valuable than another?
Think about how they would not allow
Yeah.
the president of the United States to name somebody to the Supreme Court after Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland died, right? He died?
Ruth.
No.
RBG.
Before Ruth Bader, when Obama was in office. Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Garland was the nominee, and the Republicans blocked
And
it.
they
They
blocked it.
stalled and they
Blocked
blocked it.
Yep. Yeah, they both do it. Both sides are corrupt and both sides are pieces of shit. And both
Republicans way more gangster though.
I think Republicans are just smarter.
They way more gangster. If Republicans were in the situation they was in right now, where they had the White House and control of the House
Mhm.
and control of the Senate, and all they had to do was get rid of the filibuster to pass whatever the fuck they
They
wanted,
figured out.
done. And wouldn't be no Joe Manchin or Christian Sinema. Donald Trump would have had 1 million names for them motherfuckers standing in their goddamn way blocking.
We don't
their
even know
progress.
who they are. I didn't know who Joe Manson was. Kristen Sinema, okay, I don't know what the fuck she is.
That's
either.
all
Like,
I'm saying.
They're just off the
There's
radar.
just a news flash. It literally just came out like 3 minutes ago that says Manchin is now saying he's going to leave the Democratic Party and go Republican.
No.
Yeah.
See what I'm
No.
saying? See what I'm saying?
Whether it happens or not.
Bino.
Bino.
Brilliant idiots. What's the NO stand for?
Name only.
Brilliant idiot and name only. We're fucking brilliant. You hear me?
That's facts.
All right, let's pay some bills, man.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to make sure that you guys are getting bricked up this fall and winter and come spring, okay? I want to make sure you're girthy. I want to make sure you're long. And I want to make sure the veins are poking out of that thing. It should look like a topographical map. And the way that we're going to do that is with the Chew, Blue Chew, okay? BlueChew.com. Make sure you use the promo code IDIOTS and you're going to get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping, and you're going to have the hardest dick of your life that you can deliver to any lady of your choice. And ladies, let me tell you this, you deserve it. You deserve the best dick that your man possibly has. And the way that you're going to get that is if you get him on the Chew. That's bluechew.com, okay? The promo code is idiots. You're going to get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. What else we got, Charlotte?
Well, we also have Squarespace. You know what I mean? Salute to our guys at Squarespace, man, and our gals at Squarespace. Domains, websites, online stores, and our days at Squarespace. Marketing tools. Okay, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. You'll find what you need, whether you're showcasing your work, blogging and publishing content, selling products and services, announcing upcoming events, or anything you can dream of. Buying a domain from Squarespace is easy because there are no hidden fees or price hikes. And get to know your audience with their analytics tools. Those include insight on page views, traffic sources, time on site, audience geography, and more. It's also simple too. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. All websites are optimized for mobile. Your site looks great on any device. Every Squarespace website and online store comes with a suite of integrated features and useful guides that help maximize prominence among search results. These SEO tools are paramount. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiot with offer code IDIOT for 10% off your first purchase. Let's get back to the show. Let's jump into some shit you won't care about next week, which is actually some of the stuff that we had in Positively Brilliant. What a fucking idiot. I think what they're doing to Vanessa Bryant in LA is just despicable.
What's going on?
They want her to submit to a psychiatric exam.
Why?
Because she has a lawsuit against who is it? Is it the LAPD or some law enforcement in LA for the crash photos? Because somebody took pictures of the crash photos, and they want her to take a psychiatric exam to prove that she was really emotionally distraught behind the pictures. What's wrong with humans, Joe? Like seriously, what's wrong with us as humans?
Filibusters. That's what it is. They about to stall her ass.
That's what
out.
it is. But
Oh,
Joe,
shit.
that's
They
what
are
it is.
filibustering her.
That's what it is. But it's like this woman lost her 13-year-old daughter,
Yeah, you don't.
her husband and partner of 20 plus years.
You should want to give it to you.
And I gotta prove to you why I'm emotionally distraught over you taking pictures of their bodies burnt.
How much money?
Was the
though?
issue taking pictures, or because you probably have to do that?
No, they weren't supposed to.
They was leaking them.
They was showing them that they people, which is
God.
that's beyond groupie shit. By the way, I don't even know what you call that.
Whoa.
Like that's beyond groupie shit. Like, yo, guess what? Yo, I was there to recover the bodies.
But who
like,
wouldn't take the pictures of that though?
what do you mean?
Who wouldn't take the pictures if they seen that?
I would never do that.
You wouldn't do it, but I think that what Wax is saying is like, we film everything. We see two women fighting in the street. We take out our phones.
Absolutely.
The man is talk about somebody in Philly is now raping a girl on the thing.
Oh, on the septic.
But these are
molesting
the
her
difference
on the
between
table.
the difference.
I mean,
And
on the train.
I get what you're saying, but the difference between those people on the train, those were just people riding the train. These are actual officials that are supposed to be there doing official business. It wasn't like it was some randoms walking
You really
by.
a random. You just got a job. You're just a person.
Yeah, well,
I guess what I'm saying, I think what Wax is saying is kind of like a natural human impulse at this time. And like, if they're selling those pictures to fucking TMZ, that kind of stuff is
That's
really
wild.
fucked up. That's
Yeah.
wild. But like, to take a picture of something unbelievable, like, and then share it with your friends is kind of like, unfortunately, a pretty normal human thing nowadays.
Yeah, not when you're supposed to be doing a service, man. Like we was talking about
I hear you. I'm just-
colonoscopies last week.
Yeah.
So imagine you went to go get a colonoscopy and the doctor took a picture of you bent over. You know what I mean?
Yo,
and
you
it
know-
was like, yo, this shows ass. You know what I mean? With no context. You know what I'm saying? With no context. People want to know why shows bent over and why this dude got the picture.
And what you gonna say after that? Ain't nothing you can say. Got him.
Show's gonna say, pop that pussy, baby.
Yo,
Show
I
them
will
that
for
you
a
ain't
goon.
standing there. I just think that's fucked up. And by the
It
way,
is.
you're causing her more emotional distress
are.
by making her take a goddamn psychiatric exam to prove she got emotional distress. Like, get the fuck out of here.
How much she asking?
Yeah, how much?
I don't know.
Because if she's asking for $50 million in emotional distress,
I
then
need
it's
that.
like, I'm gonna need
that.
some evidence.
I need that evidence.
I need to know you're $50 million upset
Word is born.
by me sharing the pictures. And also, how do you discern whether you're upset at the sharing of the pictures or the death of your child and husband? Like,
Probably both, though.
but like, it's how do you prove? How do you go? I wasn't actually really upset at this thing, and then this other thing happened. Then I became really upset.
Well,
like,
I think in this era of social media, you know, we know that if some pictures like that went out online, everybody would be sharing them
100%.
for eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always think about like people who have to watch their family members get killed online.
Yeah.
Like that
Over
shit
and
lives
over
for
again.
eternity.
George Floyd, how many family members
Come
really
on,
see
man.
that
Come
over
on,
and over
man.
again?
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's all. That's all.
That's how the white people in my neighborhood, every time they see me, the thing that happened with George Floyd is all messed up every time they see me.
They say that
Every time.
they want to let you know it could happen to you.
That
if you
sounds like a
fuck
warning
around.
to me. I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
a warning.
That's
That's
what
what
that
that
shit
is.
sound like to me.
They go-
all the time.
But you see what
And
they're
they just
doing.
want to let me know that they're not racist. I'm like, yo,
Or
bro,
they want to
I'm
let you
with
know,
all
yo,
the
that
time.
shit that happened to George Floyd, that's fucked up, ain't it?
George Floyd is amazing though because that situation is amazing
ready.
because I didn't realize so many white people did not understand what was going on in this country in regards to racism. Like that was a lot of people's eye opener.
Wake
like,
up
oh,
call. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Wow.
it's been happening.
Who knew? What else happened this week?
What else did?
Oh, salute the Young Thug too, man. Young Thug came to the Breakfast Club for the first time.
Peace.
Oh, really? How was that?
It was I thought it was a very interesting interview. I think Young Thug is a very interesting individual.
Talk
But I
to
mean,
me.
we knew that.
I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, we knew that from just like watching him over
Yeah.
the years. But he has a very, he's very self-aware, and he has a unique intuition. I would
Okay.
say like a clairvoyance about him. And you know, it's not an eye opener for me, but it's just something I've realized over the years. Like words really do matter, and we be hurting people's feelings. You know what I mean?
Oh, did he bring it up? Like,
Of
you being
course,
critical of him?
we talk. And by the way, I couldn't even. And that's the other crazy part. I can't even remember what I was critical about.
Yeah,
because I've always liked his music. It never was the music. It was, you know, it was, and it might.
Antics?
Yeah, you can't even call it antics because I've seen that before too. I've seen the guys wearing the dresses or whatever. Like that's not new in hip hop.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? And yeah. But what was interesting is him explaining to me because he's only 30.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was 18, 19 when I was 30, and he's like, I'm just a young kid out the ghetto. And you know, just one of the big voices in our culture is gunning for me. Like, shit,
You felt bad, huh?
you got to. How do you not? How do you not? Especially when you know that these kids, it might be like I remember when Pooh Shiesty was on Breakfast Club. Pooh Shiesty was like, man, my mama love you, man. My mama, the reason I even know who you are. So imagine if your mama or your parents or your aunts or uncles like somebody, but this person's being critical of you. That's why I'm not critiquing these kids, man. I'm not doing like. You gotta let kids be kids. You gotta let people grow and evolve.
Still guide them.
I mean, guide them. I'm gonna call you out if you're doing some reckless shit that's getting people hurt. I'm gonna call you out on some reckless shit if you know people are getting there's violence behind it, stuff like that. But
Uncle,
I don't care what you wear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could care less. Like, and so whatever critique I was having to him, like he was not happy about it in no way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Like he really was bothering him, and I understand exactly why he felt that way. Because you're just a young kid, fresh out the ghetto, fresh out the hood, and he was saying I didn't understand blogs and radio personalities and all that stuff back then. Like I'm like, why is he talking about me like that? Like,
Yeah.
so I get it, totally understand. Same thing with Birdman. When Birdman was there, Birdman said, I heard him say this on Big Facts podcast.
Recording in progress.
Birdman was like, it didn't bother him, the stuff I was saying, until his daughter brought it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like, guys doing your daughter, like, why Charlamagne talking about you like this? Like, I could understand that as a man.
Yeah.
That's all.
You think it would be hard for you to do your job, though?
No.
You know, because you were, you would be hyperbolic and, sarcastic, but at the same time, you were critical in a very funny way. And
yeah, but it was I could see where it could have been.
No, there's no question. Like, I think you say the same thing for a lot of people that have been in your position, but that harshness is probably why people tuned in. Like, if Simon Cowell was like, I'm going to go do America's Got Talent or X Factor, whatever it is, but he's like, I'm just not going to criticize any of the people that come on the show. I'm sure a lot of people would be maybe concerned with that. And
I think critical of music, critical of art is fine.
But when you start being critical of like
them,
men or women,
physical appearance, what they wearing, whatever, background, that's different.
Do you think that they're more sensitive if you're critical over the art though? Like for me, like I would be way more sensitive if you were.
I could deal with that though.
You can personally.
I could deal with
because you feel like you're being honest and truthful.
And it's just
that.
about music. It's not anything personal. Like if I'm clowning you, I'm clowning you how you look and clowning what you're wearing and everything, that could be taken as personal.
That to me, so I mean, I'm just saying, like for me, that's just so frivolous because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this outfit. Like people make fun of seeing my ankles every single week on the thing. Like who cares?
You cared for a moment. You had that one moment.
When they hit my Jordans, when I had my, I had that 2-pack. When I had that 2-pack of Jordans and they came for me, that really hurt.
That's what I'm saying. You had a moment.
I just thought it was really, I thought it was funny. It got me, but I thought it was funny. But like the vulnerability of putting out something, you put out books, you put out TV shows, like you put something out there in the world for the world to judge. Like it's vulnerable, man. Like
that's why I'm so fucking tender now. When I was not dealing with emotions, like literally just like, you used to say that. You're a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
That's because I used to make myself not feel on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like when you do share a lot of your life and you put certain things out there and then you start, showing up in the world as Leonard and not the character Charlamagne, right? Because the character can protect you from a lot of different things. But when you presenting as yourself, it's like, ain't nothing to protect you. It's just you versus this. That shit different. Yeah. Like I be having anxiety when I go on these talk shows now. I never used to feel that way. I'm not gonna just go in there and bullshit.
You came as Charlamagne.
That's it.
Yeah. I should be going somewhere as my name instead of Whack.
Herman.
Yeah. There's a safety behind the character.
Yes. Man.
So that's why I hate going to court because I hear my fucking name.
That's right.
I'm more mad if my name being called than the fucking charge.
Really?
Hell yeah. Like, what the fuck you don't know me like that? The fuck you saying my name for like that?
Herman. You know what I mean? And then you feel like you can try him. Herman?
Yeah, exactly.
There's some punk ass motherfucker said that shit on the thing. They wrote under my comment. It said, "Chill out, Herman."
Whoa.
I said, all right.
Whoa. Whoa. You realize you just opened that door now. Everybody's calling you Herman in the comments.
Now you Herman Doodoo Man. Doodoo Man Herm. Doodoo Herm. Doodoo Herm.
What you
Doodoo
do?
Herm.
What you do? Good job.
Doodoo Herm. Doodoo Herm is going to be the name now.
It's so funny. We literally just started talking about how Sean's going to be more sensitive and not be critical.
Don't apply to me.
And I'm not going to hurt nobody.
It don't.
And then
It don't to your friends, do it. Does it to your friends.
Why not?
It don't.
Why not?
Come on, man.
We're not human.
That's like to exercise the muscle every now and then. I do it to Nyla all the time.
What do you say?
All types of shit.
Like?
I don't even remember. What I be saying, Nyla? I don't know nothing.
Good, thank you, darling. She's smartening up now. Before she knew everything.
Oh, what else we got, man? What Kanye do? Oh, what happened with the white face mask?
You're cool, man.
I don't care about Kanye.
Yeah, me neither.
I really don't. I mean, Kanye is Kanye. There's nothing Kanye can do that shocks me. It's nothing. Like he's Kanye. Kanye West lives up to expectations every single time.
That could be Kanye right there. It's okay.
It's fine. Can I ask you guys about the Island Boy single?
What are you talking about? What is this song you keep talking about?
I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy.
What song is that?
You haven't seen it?
No.
Son, Island Boy is so fire, dog.
What is he talking about?
You never seen
Lil
it?
Jon and the East Side Boys?
No.
They got something like that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they
I'm an
don't.
island boy.
What song is this, man?
I'm an island boy.
Fly Soldier? That's his name?
No. Let me get it up.
Marquis remix?
Yo, get on Instagram. Go to Axe page. It's on Instagram.
Is that it right there? I think that's it right there.
I'm an island boy.
Yo, Alex, you got the weirdest people you're following.
Yeah,
I'm an island boy. Keep going
Is
down.
that it right there? Who I got on this podcast? Who's that he talking to?
No, this might be old. Is there another page? I think he posted.
He got his own page.
Yeah.
Maybe it's from Graham
or something.
You sure that wasn't it just now? I saw I Marquis remix.
No, this is Island Boy.
Is that it? Click on it. Click on one of those.
Right there, the third one.
Yeah,
The
that
third
one right
one?
there. That one. Hold on. Here it is.
Let's see that.
Wait for it.
Let's see that.
And I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy.
What?
I'ma just island boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma get key white wine. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just out full gazing. I'm like, well, pull where I'm staying. They're like, you wanna be famous? I'm trying to be out the greatest. I'm like, Florida boy. I get real damn tropic. I'm like, damn, I'm the topic. What in the
What type of
world is going
pill?
on?
Yo, that shit goes though.
That's an E pill though.
Island boy.
Island boy. I'ma get cute white wine. You gonna keep that gun.
It goes.
Island boy. I'ma
Hey,
just
look at the producer behind there.
I'ma get cute white wine. You gonna keep that gun. I'ma just
Island boy.
Hey, they put Mike there, right there.
Island boy. Island
Y'all got the same afro, Nyla. Look.
Island boy. Island
It's dope, though. Afros are fire. That was Michael Jackson from Jackson 5.
They have to. That's what I said. Who's the producer?
Is there such thing as a black beat? It's just music.
I mean, you know where what genre is from, right? Am I saying the right thing?
Oh shit, Kanye and his dude. Wow. I didn't know Kanye could dance like that. Wow. That shit slap.
The song is fire. Right?
But they really not dancing to this for real though. They dancing.
Hey.
That's hilarious.
Get it, girls. Okay.
I think somebody's just producing all this internet shit.
That's only right.
That shit goes, baby.
Nah, that shit slaps. Who is those people?
Island Boys.
Island Boys.
I have no clue what their names are, but was it? They're from Florida, 100%.
Yeah.
Facebook is probably planning to rebrand.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's still Facebook. You're not getting away. I salute to Tristan Harris and Cal Newport.
Oh yeah, Tristan was on your show.
Yeah, man. I had them on the God's Honest Truth last week. I'm always been a big fan of Social Dilemma, and I read Cal's book Digital Minimalism a couple years ago. But yeah, social media is exactly what we think it is. It just is. When you hear, and I'm saying, do we think social media is the devil? But when you hear Tristan say, yes, the CEO of LinkedIn said that every social media app preys on one of the 7 deadly sins. Because it's already in you. You know what I mean? So they know how to bring out your vanity. They know how to bring out your envy. You know what I mean? They know how to bring out your wrath. Like they know how to do this. Like it's literally fueled off negative emotion. And it's like, damn, you think these are people who are really just this angry and just this mad or upset or outraged? No, it's an algorithm. And that's where we're all at right now. I'm telling you, we're emotionless, empathyless algorithms in the form of humans.
So porn do that to us in one way.
What do you mean?
It just bring out like the horny in you. And these to bring out like 4 or 5 different things.
100%. There's nothing on social media that you're gonna open up today that's not gonna spark outrage. Like literally every day it's a story that sparks outrage.
Yeah, when
that's
I heard that Philly shit,
going.
I was pissed the fuck off.
But that's a prime example of what social media has done to us. You heard about the shit in Philly, right?
Yeah, the girl on the train.
Woman getting raped on the train,
And
and,
then
everybody's
everybody's
just pulling out their phones, recording the shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to help, no nothing.
Instant, I was pissed the fuck off.
Because we don't have empathy anymore. We're emotionless. We're seeing everything through the lens of this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
That shit is sad, man. Like that's where we're at right now. We're all just fucking algorithms. That's all we care about. The fact that your mind, the first thing you think about is, oh shit, I gotta get this on camera. Like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Disconnect with that shit to reconnect with yourself, man.
I'm scared to grab the phone. Fuck that.
What else we got, Taylor? Let's do some asking idiots, man.
Test school back birth control for men. Wins Dyson.
Whoa.
What is
How does it
Dyson
work?
Award?
Birth control for men's condoms, right?
I mean, the birth control for men thing is cool. My wife want me to get snipped.
Are you gonna do it?
Probably.
Yeah, I told you my boy just did it. And
You can reverse it.
You can flip it for the
reverse.
fit. Yeah, for the
Oh, you can
fit.
reverse it?
Yeah, for the fit. You want to get it?
Not yet. No, I don't want nobody fucking my balls though.
Shit, them cops do it all the time. I'm gonna probably get snipped. I mean, I probably will if she really, really want me to. I don't know if that shit works. I don't even know what it does. Like, what happens when you get snipped?
They just cut the vas deferens. So it's basically where your balls connect to your penis.
She got the whole pamphlet. She got the whole rundown for me that I refuse to read.
You don't need to read shit.
But where did the nut go though?
That's a great question. I think. Oh yeah, you get nut, but you just don't get sperm.
What
Like,
if
you
that
get
shit fuck with the way? What if that shit fuck with the way the nut feels?
Like what? It feels super watery.
Like it's nut light.
Yeah.
You know when you drink a diet soda, that shit don't hit like.
Nah, Diet Coke is fire, but I understand
lemonade
what you're
with
saying.
no fucking sugar.
You think Diet Coke fire is regular Coke?
Yeah, so you can have like gluten-free
I don't
nut.
drink.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do it if it take away that tired feel. Every time I nut, I ready to go to sleep. So if it keep that extra sleepiness in me, because it keep the kids in me, you know what I'm saying? It keep the kids, right? Because the kids don't go out. It's just the.
That's true.
No, I don't know. Where did the kids go? Like in your stomach?
No, I think they just stay in your balls.
Really?
The fuck?
You gotta be careful with that though. You might nut, and then them kids like just start backing up in you. And then when you fart, you start hearing "Daddy."
Where the fucking kids go for real though, man? Damn.
I have no idea.
They just sitting in your fucking balls this whole time. They missed their ride. They missed their bus to school.
Yeah, actually, I do not know.
I have no idea.
I really don't know what happens. Like they miss their butt. And that first time that you nut again, if you get it put back together, are the sperm like super old?
I have
old as hell go to school.
Big, right? Like, yo.
They go to kindergarten.
Because all you're
6
doing
years
is
old.
cutting a line. All you're doing is cutting the pathway.
You're cutting the pathway.
So it's got to be a detour somewhere.
Where do you think? You start nutting out of your ass.
Ooh,
Yikes.
that'd be wild, bro.
Yo, that'd be fucked up. You jerking off, you're just like, ugh, and then just shit just starts squirting out your ass. Yo, that is super wild.
You heard about that
yo.
side effect of COVID they got?
Yo, stop playing.
No, that shit is called rectal,
Stop it.
anal, what is it?
Stop
rectal.
it.
No. Restless anal syndrome.
What's that?
It's like it's
Pull it up.
it's when you pull it up. It's when you shit, and even after you shit, you constantly feel like you got to keep shitting, and you don't even have to. You just feel like it.
That sucks.
It says a side effect of COVID. Restless
Man, come on.
anal
man.
syndrome.
Come on.
Look, man. Restless anal syndrome affects the body in similar ways as restless leg syndrome, a neurological condition that causes an uncontrollable urge to move the legs. People who have RLS constantly feel the need to walk, run, or stretch, but people with restless anal syndrome might feel constant bowel movement. I thought that shit was called diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had that shit a couple of weeks ago.
You look concerned, Schulz.
I might have RAS. I might have RAS.
You do shit a lot, yo. I knew Andrew was a
I got
different
shit right
type
now.
of person when I saw him. Andrew sat in the gas station toilet,
He
yo.
don't give a fuck.
I said, this motherfucker different.
Yo, Andrew was shit in the fucking
God
weird.
damn.
And don't care who's around.
Cheek to
Man.
bowl, bro. Cheek to bowl. I don't even put no paper down, nothing.
You
Cheek
a
to
wow.
bowl.
Toilet gas station is wild. Not even a rest area.
When did I do that?
We was coming back from somewhere. It was like we was doing Brilliant in His Lives.
Yeah, you
And I just
definitely
took a
shit it.
fatty.
Yeah.
In the gas station.
Everywhere
what I
we
do.
went, you shit it.
Yeah, I like shitting a lot.
Restless anal syndrome might be a
Yo,
real
restless anal syndrome sounds wild though. Like,
thing. Sounds like your butt is bored.
yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
sounds like
saying?
you need to get stoffed. Sound like you need to get stoffed. That's what it sounds like, right?
Sound like your butt
Yo,
is bored.
come
Like you
on,
ain't got
man.
nothing in a while.
Yeah.
Like your bottoms. How many bottoms out there got restless
Real
anal
talk.
syndrome?
Losers?
The bottoms
Fucking losers.
The bottoms ain't had no action in a while. They like,
Yeah.
oh.
Go get some dick,
Exactly,
you fucking
for
nerds.
real. That's what it feel like, yo. Feel like your booty board. You know what I'm saying? It does feel
Booty
like that,
board.
man. It does
Just
feel like
booty
that.
board,
I was
dog.
thinking of like restless anal syndrome.
Yeah,
that's just like that's
crazy.
wow.
I couldn't come up with another name.
It got to be
bro.
another name because restless
Nah.
restless literally means like you're bored.
Yeah.
Go get that butt to working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Butt board.
Where the hood niggas at? What's that mean? What's that mean?
No,
You know
you gotta
what
call uncircumcised dudes that hood. Yo, girls gotta show up to the club and just say that.
Yo, if I was
Yeah.
uncircumcised at a certain age, I would just get a champion logo tattooed on my shit.
I'm a hood. You gotta say you're a hood.
Get the champion logo tattooed on your
Yo,
forehead.
that's fire. Yo, where the hood at? That's hilarious.
Why do you keep saying that? Now you gave him 3 times there.
I didn't say it.
Schulz almost said it here.
I said
He
almost.
said it there.
That's almost.
Oh, let's do some masculinity.
Yeah, where they at?
Where they at? Oh my God.
I'm an island boy.
Let's do 3 Asking Idiots and get out of here, man. Mr. Mankey says, was there ever a time in your career that you happened to meet the right person at the right time, which then steered you onto the path to success you are on now? Did you keep up with them or were you able to thank them? I have a lot of those.
Go.
I mean, it's a bunch. I mean, I can go all the way back to Charleston, South Carolina with my man Ron White, who first person to put me on radio. I can go back before that to my man Haji Jenkins, who hired me in the promotions department that got me in the radio. I can talk about Big George Cook, you know, my guy, one of my mentors. He's at in Dallas at K104. He first person in radio to give me a full-time gig. My man Mike Love, he was at the Big DM in Columbia, South Carolina, put me on in Columbia. Chris Connors put me on at Hot 103.9. Elroy Smith in Philadelphia. Wendy and Kevin, of course. Cadillac Jack G-Spin. Chris McCarthy with television. Yep. Paul Ritchie, you know. Colbert coming on as an EP. I got so many of those. Like, it's just, I got a million of those.
Yeah.
A million.
Yeah. I think the more success that you have in your career, the more gratitude you have for people like that.
100%. People like you, Duval, because, you know, there were different times we create these entities, you know what I mean, that help us all. Like, we've been doing Brilliant Leaders for 8 years.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
9 years. This is 7-figure business now.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't fucking know. Like, I guess a million. I never take any of that for granted. I feel like you meet people, even people that you meet that give you words, like when they see, like when Will Smith was on Breakfast Club last year, and Will Smith said, "Y'all read your book." He said, "I see the real you poking through." He said, "I see Leonard fighting through the Charlamagne." He's like, "I want you to know that Leonard is enough. You're enough. You don't need that character to protect you anymore." Like little things like that, like those words, like, "Oh shit, how you seeing through me like that?" You know what I mean? It's uncomfortable, but what are you doing when you're uncomfortable? You're growing. So I got so many people like that. That is. I know I probably even forgot people because I don't forget nothing. Tessa Spencer, you know, like people that just told you things. Like Tessa just told me I was dope in radio. Yeah. When I was a young
motivation.
That's it. Young guy on the radio in Charleston, South Carolina just told me, "Yo, you're really good." Like little stuff like that. So I got a million people like that.
It is crazy, man.
You gotta have those.
No, so many. But I can remember even like it'll just be like a person at a show will say something after a show.
Right up.
And it could be like the lowest point in my career.
You don't even know it.
And then that person could just be like, "I really thought that you were great tonight, and I'm so happy."
You said only 4 people, right?
This guy, man. This guy is literally Travis. He's
so
really Travis Porter, yo.
So
bring it back. Wasn't that Travis Porter? Bring it back. All right. Good God tier throwaway says, is fidelity the floor or the ceiling for mutually committed monogamy relationships? Are humans instinctively, or is culture designed for monogamous relationships, nuclear families? True or false, demanding praise diminishes the accomplishment? I feel like 2 different things. Is fidelity the floor or the ceiling for mutually committed monogamy relationships?
I don't know if there has to be a floor ceiling. I think it's really just kind of like what you and your partner value and decide, right? Because like there are people who have relationships and they have multiple wives, right? There are like people who are in relationships and they're swingers. They also hook up with other people. Like, so I think you set the value system for your relationship, and then based on that value system, you try to uphold those values. But I don't think floor or ceiling is decided all around.
You know, this is an interesting conversation because I don't even think it's about monogamy. I think it's about being in a healthy relationship to where your partner is happy. To your point about, you know, how some people have different arrangements. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're with a woman and that woman likes other women and she wants to sleep with other women and y'all sleep with other women together, that's what's the best thing for y'all relationship. That keeps y'all relationship happy. Vice versa with dudes. You know what I mean? If you dude that likes dudes and your woman know you like dudes and y'all like sleeping with dudes together, that's on y'all. I think happiness is the key. So if monogamy is what makes your woman happy, like if you know going out to cheat on your woman is hurting your woman, then by default you're hurting your relationship and you're hurting yourself.
It ain't worth it.
So just do what is best for your relationship.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And your woman.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't cheat because I don't want to hurt my wife. I don't want to hurt my family.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah. You know? And I don't want to hurt myself. I feel like I get more done. I'm more productive when I'm, zoned in on my wife, which
dealing with one energy is really something.
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's that. By the way, that's the I don't know if you call it a test, but that's the thing, right? Like being able to constantly find new ways to make you and your partner happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anybody can go get that quick dopamine hit when they go sleep with another woman, but when you can keep things spicy with this one person over and over and always find new things for y'all to do, and she finds new things for y'all to do, like that's growing with somebody is the illest thing.
Yeah, and having friends around it, I'm gonna need different things that y'all doing. I need to know what the fuck y'all doing because I'm running out of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just did a dinner at the house and stuff like that. When I got her facial, I'm trying different things, but like I'm about to run the fuck out. Like, what are y'all still? How do y'all keep it going?
I see. Yeah, I mean that's the tricky part, but you got to do it.
That masseuse, bro. The big diesel masseuse.
Okay, that's cut off. And then now, see, we less one.
Stargazer 616. This is a good one to end on. Charlotte, who do you think has more belief in themselves, Andrew or Wax? Woo! That's like Thanos versus Galactus, bro. That's the tough one. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never met two people who absolutely feel like they can do anything the way Andrew Schulz and Herman, Doodoo Herm, feel about themselves.
Man, that's not true.
Have you met you?
Huh?
Have you met you?
I'm the most insecure person.
Well, you're not doing a good job at it.
Yeah. I always downplay myself, so I don't see how that is. I mean, I'm confident in what I'm confident in, and when I'm not confident, I'll tell you. But Andrew could do everything.
No, that's not true. I have tons of things that I'm insecure about and that I don't think I can do.
You met yourself?
I can't not do heart surgery.
And I can't lose.
Exactly.
You're the same page.
Not win a fight against somebody. It's just what it is. No, of course. I think you have to have delusional confidence because like if that's an advantage over somebody else who's being realistic, then I'm gonna have that.
Yes.
You know, like I'm not gonna go into these things being realistic. I'm always gonna dream.
Yes.
Because if I get to 80% of my dream, that's probably 50% farther than a motherfucker who's being realistic.
All day long.
Yeah, I think in the entertainment business we tend to sell ourselves short because it's like, what do we really do, guys?
Yeah.
You know
Don't think too much. You think too much, and you'd be like, "What's the point?" Don't think too much.
I told my boys the other day. I said, "Yo, I really love being dumb because if I was smart, I know all the things, the reason why I shouldn't do it. I only know the reasons why I should do it. To the other reasons, I'm so dumb about it. I just go straight forward, and it just happened laying on my feet. God bless. But everything I did, I took a chance at it. And it was really the first time I ever did it.
Yeah.
I never did nothing before.
So you're like, I don't want to overthink these things because if I overthink them, then I probably never do it in the first
I'm not that smart to fucking overthink. I just that way.
That's a good way to be. The know-it-all knows nothing. You know what I mean? Like I always say, I'm not an expert at anything. I just got some experiences. That's all.
Yeah.
And I share my experiences, and I'm always willing to learn. I'm a sponge. I'm curious. I always think somebody's doper than me or doing something doper than me. The difference between me and a lot of other people, I don't get jealous and envious of that person. I listen to that person. And I want to learn from that person. You know what I mean? And that person may want to learn from me. You know what I mean? And that be the ill shit, but it's just like, I'm dope.
Yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of my other relationships is working.
You're good enough, Leonard.
Good, Leonard. You're good enough.
Leonard.
Let's go, Leonard. Radio, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Make
why
America great. Wait, what was the song?
he's gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it.
What was the song?
When the last time you seen your therapist, man?
Go,
Me?
you gotta
Yeah.
do this. You gotta do this.
In a while, bro.
Do you think therapy would fuck you up on tour right now?
No, actually, I think therapy's always helpful for me.
Yeah.
Like, I love therapy.
Not
I think
at
it's great.
first.
I think,
Not at first. It's gonna hit you up at first, and then you finally realize
I've
Healing hurts, guys.
Yeah, but I've gone to therapy. Like the first time I ever saw a therapist was in 3rd grade.
wow.
So
I didn't
like,
know they
there's
exist.
never been a stigma to therapy. Now, some teacher was like, I think he's upset or troubled or something like that. And so my parents were like, okay, they both see therapists. So
That's dope.
yeah,
I
I mean,
think they might have brought them people to my class before.
I definitely had
Maybe.
those, but they used to do it different with me. It was, and they probably used to do the same thing with you, Wax. They make you take a test,
guidance counselor.
and then they'll ask you like, do you hear voices?
oh wow.
Yeah,
You know
they
what
did
I
all
mean?
that.
They,
I
no,
did
for
that.
real, they do all that. Do you hear voices?
Yeah,
Like,
they thought we was crazy. Y'all just needed therapy.
word up. Does this make you angry?
Yes.
You know
Anger
what I mean?
management classes. I went to Scare Street. I went to a bunch of programs on
Yeah.
this side.
Yeah.
Because they were like, this is where he gonna go anyway.
And that
it's
should've just
like,
been
put you
mental
out of
health.
therapy.
Yeah.
They didn't pay attention to
It's
us.
just been therapy. No, for real.
I love the therapy stuff.
I love it.
I think it's great.
I think if I
it's-
did go to therapy, I probably would have been a little bit better.
I mean, you're going now though. It's never too late. We got to stop acting like that. I'm glad that you're in therapy now. It's never too late. Like it's the only difference is now you're unpacking 30 plus years of
I
baggage.
get it, but she
Yeah,
didn't even make
just
me
get through
cry.
that initial part,
She
man.
never make me cry.
Bruh,
'Cause
you
probably
need to go
not
to
opening up.
therapy
No,
without
I
your
am.
girl.
This time.
You
I
go to
am.
therapy without your girl, that therapist is going to explain things that you feel in a way that you can't
No,
articulate.
lately been by myself.
That's better.
But me and her got couples therapy, like
Yeah,
premarital
go together,
counseling,
but go
then
by yourself and then
I
get the
got mine.
ammo.
Yeah.
Like I'd get great ammunition from my therapist when I back, old girlfriends and shit like that. They'd give me all these like words and shit to like trick them up in arguments.
Yeah.
And it was
Uh-huh.
just amazing. Like, oh, it was unbelievable. Like, because they've heard about all these
So you
arguments
go to
1,000
therapy
times.
to manipulate people? You fucking psychopath.
Why you think you
Go
go
to win, dog. I'm trying to win.
That's all it's about.
Like, we either winners or losers in these arguments.
Give me
yo.
the
Literally.
tools.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the only
Let's
reason
go.
why
I don't
go.
want to win. I just want to be happy.
That's winning.
That's winning. Like we are going to lose anyway, so
Yeah.
just give us a little.
You ever
bit.
see the losers at the
Nah,
Super
I don't
Bowl? They
feel that
look
way.
happy.
I just want to be happy. I don't think you got to win or lose in a relationship. Like I just want you to hear me, and I want to hear you. We should. Be
I
on the
hear
same
you.
team. Why y'all doing this?
Yes,
Why
of
you wanna
course.
be
It sounds so good. I
No.
promise I
You
wanted
got to
be
be on the
just like
same
that.
team, of course. That's right.
Yes.
But I think there's a lot of guys that just bend over because their girl's upset about something and they just want to avoid the conflict. And I think, and a lot of times that's not respecting that girl. Like if the girl is doing something that you think is wrong or disrespectful to you, you owe it to her if you
You
respect
should tell
her
her.
to say
Absolutely. No,
that.
you
Don't
should
just
tell
go,
her.
Yeah,
okay, you're
tell
upset,
her.
I bend
You should
over.
tell her.
Oh,
and,
nah.
if you do some fucked
Nah.
up shit and she calls you on it, you got to be accountable for your fucked up shit.
Keep it real.
But yeah, I just don't believe I don't think it's a healthy relationship if you can't ever call your partner out on anything.
No, I think you should be
Now
able to
you
call your
call
partner
them
out
out.
on stuff, but I just don't. I don't
Everything
have
need
to
an
win an
argument.
argument.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like an
everything don't need
argument. When you're arguing, it's just like, what are you even arguing about? That's the other thing. Sometimes take a step back and be like, what the fuck are we even arguing about?
And don't even know.
You know what I mean?
You're arguing because you got loud with me.
Yeah.
Nah, but therapy is
My girl
great.
hits me with that one. That was fucking genius, bro. She'd be like, when we start doing it, like in the middle, she'll just cut it off and be like, don't be rude. And it's like, now we're arguing over being rude or not. We're not even arguing
being
over
rude.
the
I'm just talking.
other shit that we was. Yeah. Like, oh,
we all
it's
go to the
fucking
same
great.
thing.
Just great.
Yeah, therapy is great, man. Everybody should go to therapy. That's everybody's entry point to healing. I'm seeing,
Mm.
and I wanna end this by saying happy Heavenly Born Day to Jasmine Waters,
Hey,
Yo,
Jazz
Jazz.
Fly, because we put this podcast out on
Blessings.
Thursday, right? Today Wednesday, yeah. So it'll be the 21st.
That's-
Jazz would have been 41 today.
Mm.
So happy
Rest
born
in
day
peace.
to my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friend, sister,
Yeah.
general, wartime consigliere, Jasmine, Jazz Fly Waters. Miss you so much. She can hear me too. She's in the room right now.
Amen.
What's up,
She's
Jazz?
here with us right
I hope
now.
she is.
No, she is. She's here right now. So as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and you think, she said you're doing your thing on tour too. And she said, Wax, you still wearing your clothes like a hug.
Yo, Jazz, I just want to say on behalf of all of us, you got so many cooler things to do in heaven than just hang out looking at us. Like,
She's here.
like you got so much cool. Like Charlamagne's so arrogant.
Laughing.
He thinks that you're spending your
She's
time
laughing.
watching him in fucking
She's
Bushwick,
laughing.
Brooklyn, when you could be anywhere. In
She
the,
is
in the
laughing.
world. She's laughing.
I'm not joking. You think I'm joking?
No, I believe it.
Do Jazz, can you buy me some new clothes? Just bring them to me or something. Just go get them somewhere and bring them to me. You know my size better than me.
She said, "Stay fly." She said, "Keep the faith and stay fly."
That's what I've been doing. That's all I know how to
She
do. Is
said.
Stay dumb.
That's what's up. But
look what his
for
hat
real,
says.
though.
What does his hat say?
What?
What does his hat say?
It says keep the faith and stay fly.
All right.
That's beautiful. Now, Jazz.
Jazz, yes, Jazz. We're
Just
gonna cut this off before you have
into
to knock
this.
something over.
Zoom in next
No.
time. You don't need to be in the room, okay? It's an audio experience too. Stop following Charlamagne around, okay? Come on now. You're just hanging out in the fucking pergola with this guy while you
I
hugs
called
trees and
her
shit.
in. I called her in by wishing her happy.
Didn't Whoopi Goldberg do that?
What do you mean?
Oh, with Ghost.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know that was based on a true story.
Yeah, only
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Lady Eloise.
What?
Wait, is that true?
What?
Jeez, Louise.
What?
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 Who is Louise?
Lady
don't know.
Eloise.
Yo.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think
Yeah.
we're smart,
Yo.
you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely
Oh,
right.
shit, dude.
But if you listen to this podcast,
That's
you
the
think we're
guy
just
that
a
was at
couple
my
idiots.
show. That's yo.
If you listen to this podcast, you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know
That's
shit.
crazy.
That's
You're right,
Kanye.
too. It's the Brilliant Idiots podcast.
Yo, that's crazy.